Yo, what is good, guys? Milkman back at you. You know I had to make a video Monday evening. You know I had to let you know it is week 5 and the Giants are 4-1, baby. We beat the Packers. I'm not even gonna lie. I thought this was the week where it was all just gonna go downhill. I thought all this confidence and them striding was just gonna fall flat to Aaron Rodgers and that pretty good defense. But boy, Saquon Barkley did his thing. Daniel Jones starting to look good. He's starting to win me back over. Let's not talk about it. Oh, so many glorious things that happened this week. I can't even. I'm through the roof. I'm ecstatic. I'm sensational. Yo, what is going on, guys? Week 5. So, Giants whooped ass. Giants whooped the Packers. They beat the Packers 27-22. Let's get that out the way right there. Let's get that out the way right there. That's all I got to say about that one. Hey, we looking good. A dub is a dub. A dub is a dub, sir. We'll take it. We'll take it. On to the next one. Colts, Broncos. I'm happy for the Colts, but I wish Russell Wilson would get some communication in there. The Colts need a quarterback bad, and then they'll just come together. I feel like I've been saying that all year. I feel like I've been saying that for years now, just not on the internet. But yeah, the Colts beat the Broncos 12-9. It was kind of a shit show. Good defensive game. It wasn't exactly a horrible game to watch, but good defensive game. Lions, Patriots. I mean, the Lions were entertaining. They were in their games for the first 4 weeks, and week 5 hits, and I mean, the Patriots just went out there and just let them make their own mistakes, and that's kind of how that's how Bill Belichick kind of runs it. Like, just play it conservative and let the other team make the mistakes. And if you're playing a good team like Kansas City, they're not gonna make many mistakes. But with the Lions, I feel like they're just ready to shoot themselves in the foot. So that was a rough game to watch. That was really rough, to be honest. Patriots beat the Lions 29-0. Yes, you heard that correctly. Moving on to the Chargers and Browns. This is actually a really competitive game. Justin Herbert, he's better than that, but he's not better than that consistently. And I think he's in, his second or third year? Once again, this is a biased opinion channel. And he looks like a second or third year guy who's like starting to come into himself and find himself. And then some weeks he looks like Carson Wentz. Nick Chubb is going down as a legend in Cleveland for sure. That's guaranteed if he doesn't fuck it up. I mean, Deshaun Watson's supposed to come back week 11. That's a whole nother double the time we've been playing. So let's see where they're at then and see how Deshaun Watson can pick that back up. Because they're holding out. And once Deshaun Watson shows up, I feel like it'll really be some trouble. I'm not even going to lie. The Browns look serious with Deshaun Watson under center. But besides that, Nick Chubb's their only hope. Defense is looking good. That defense is looking sharp. I'm not even going to lie. But the Chargers do win that one. 30-28. Barely pull it out. Texans versus the Jaguars. Hey, somebody raise the roof for the Texans, baby. Somebody raise it for the Texans. They got their first dub this week. Must be nice. I mean, Texans, how many Texans fans are there out there? The franchise started in 2011, 2010, something like that. How many Texans fans are there that aren't just pissed off Cowboys fans? Let's be real. So, the Jaguars, those poor guys, to be their first win, to be the Texans' first win, that's kind of embarrassing because they're really good. and neither one of their records show it. Texans aren't good, but the Jaguars' record doesn't show it. That's for damn sure. That's unfortunate, to be honest. I wish they could have won against, like, the Falcons. Maybe I just say, or the Steelers. Yeah, for sure. The Steelers. But yeah, Texans beat the Jaguars 13-6 in a rough one. A rough one. Falcons, Bucks. The Falcons and Buccaneers. What's more to be said about this than Tom Brady throwing slants and short routes, just 5-yard ins, and getting I think he has like 400 or 700, some crazy number like that, of passing yards throughout all 5 weeks so far. Explain that. He just throws slants and gets 100-yard games. The shit baffles me. I mean, he's the best at doing it, so why not keep doing it? I don't know if you guys watch UFC or not, but Khabib, he just wrestles people down and wears them out, and that's his game, the slow game, and I guess it just works. Tom Brady's definitely a game manager, so that's helpful for him. It didn't help when they were playing the Chiefs last week, though. I'll say that for damn sure. Definitely would have took the Bucks in this one anyway. The Bucks win 21-15 over the Falcons. The Steelers and Bills. I mean, have the Bills looked better ever since the 4 back-to-back Super Bowl losses? Have they looked better than that ever? Like, oh man, the Bills are dangerous. Dangerous, boy. Somebody put the handcuffs on them because they're out here breaking laws. Oh, Josh Allen, he's just coming into his own. He's really just becoming his own quarterback. I feel like a lot of good quarterbacks, a lot of decent or over average quarterbacks mimic other great quarterbacks' gameplay, and I feel like Josh Allen is really coming into his own and becoming a great quarterback. So good for him. The Bills will steamroll over the fucking Steelers 38-3. That's crazy. Oh, another crazy one. The Jets versus the Miami Dolphins. Oh my Lord, have mercy on the Dolphins. Somebody say some prayers for the Dolphins. They ain't got no quarterbacks. They lost to the Jets in a blowout. The last time the Jets blew somebody out, it was like Stevie Wonder was still roaming the streets. I swear. I can't. How you let the Jets blow you out, bro? Explain that. I want to watch. I should have watched before I made this video. I should have watched the head coach post-game interview for the Miami Dolphins, and I bet you he either gave an excuse about the quarterback situation, or just, I mean, what other excuse is there? I guess that gives you a pass since your backup is dead too. And, you know, I love Teddy Bridgewater. I don't want nothing bad to happen to any player at all. Teddy Bridgewater, he needs more credit. He gets more love. He needs more love than he gets. He deserves more. That's for damn sure. If I could even say any words in English. So, Dolphins, Jets. The Jets beat the Dolphins 40-17. If you've been living under a rock and you don't already know that. That's a damn shame. Bears, Vikings. So the Vikings looked really dominant in this, but it was still a close game. So I don't know how to... I feel like the Vikings have a lot of potential. But they still have Dalvin Cook. Yeah, I was about to say something about the run game, but run game was on point. I feel like the Vikings are just one piece away from being another great team in this league. There's a lot of good-ass teams this year. The competitive drive this year is crazy. And it's crazy to think that the Giants are 4-1. Oh, I haven't even got to that. I almost spoiled it. Spoiler alert. So the Vikings win over the Bears 29-22. They can put that piece together, it's over. I'm telling you. Mitch Trubisky ain't doing the Bears no good. And I know they're probably just waiting for a better quarterback to come out of college. But, boy, oh boy. It's going to be rough till then. That's for damn sure. Titans, Commanders. The Titans are in the Giants division, but we're not worried about them because they're doing booty. I mean, the Titans steamrolled over the Commanders. I mean, what else is there more to say besides Derrick Henry is a beast. He's starting to really warm up. Now that the middle of the season's starting to hit, he's starting to really warm up. But, Tannehill, he's a beast. I mean, the list just goes on and on with the Titans. I feel like they have somebody really solid everywhere, at every position, on defense, offense. I don't really see a weakness, but I don't see a fountain of potential spewing out of every player. I see a solid-ass team overall, and if they could just get amazing coaching, they could win a Super Bowl every year if they just kept the same guys. If they just had good-ass coaching. It just comes down to that. The Titans win over the Commanders 21-17. Let's move on to the Seahawks versus the Saints. Geno Smith is looking like a god, but he's not winning any games. Geno Smith is throwing. Geno Smith is slanging that thing. His defense couldn't hold the Saints. I mean, Taysom Hill, that wildcat quarterback, whatever you want to call him, the athlete, he's crazy. Anytime he touches the ball, he gets a first down or a tutty. So, somebody needs to stack that man's career and give him a position. Seahawks Saints. The Saints take it 39-32. I think Jameson Winston's out. I think somebody else is playing. I forget. 49ers Panthers. I mean, this was kind of expected, but still Baker Mayfield needs to get his shit together. He's proven that the Browns made the right decision by throwing him under the bus, and I don't even like the fact that they did that. So, that says something. The 49ers, I mean, they were just exactly what you expected. They got a lot of injuries this game. I know Bosa's out. I know a bunch of dudes are out. So, it's going to be interesting to see how they manage to pull together next week. That's going to be a rough one for them. But the 49ers do win this week over the Panthers, 37-15, almost a little more than double their score. So that's wild. Eagles and Cardinals. This is one I'm kind of upset about. Once again, we're going to talk about the Eagles just as much as we talk about the Giants here because mainly the rivalry, but kind of because they're doing really good right now. And I know I say this every week, but I mean, they just played the Cardinals and they're undefeated still. Yes, you heard it here first. Probably not. The Eagles are 5-0 and they beat the Cardinals. So, what does this mean for the Giants that I was going to spoil earlier? Take that pin out and we're going to talk about it. The Giants are 4-1. But their only loss is to the Cowboys, who are also in our division. And I think the Cowboys are 4-1 as well. I think, did the Cowboys even play this week? Yeah, no, I think it was their bye week. So, for sure. The Cowboys are our only loss in the whole division and the whole league. This complicates things because the Eagles are not going to lose to the Commanders. This means we have to beat the Eagles and the Cowboys and hope the Eagles lose to the Cowboys. We have to beat the Cowboys the second time around. So, I mean, they barely won. Kyler Murray he's so underrated. Just get it together. You just it's squeezy, you know? Just like me being the football analyst I am, I can't even figure out the last little piece he needs, and it doesn't make any sense. I feel like it's the coaching. I wish I knew. I wish I knew. I think it's the run game too, because I mean, what's Connor done for me lately? You know, that kind of deal. You only get as much money as how you played the last season. So we'll see. But either way, the Eagles beat the Cardinals 20-17 by a field goal. And the Cardinals, they were gonna kick a field goal on the last play of the game with the time running out to tie it at 20-20. And he misses wide right. Shoot me. Cowboys, Rams. Oh, yeah. The Cowboys are 4-1. They beat the Rams. This is even more blessed news. I mean, the Giants are 4-1. You can't really kill my vibe, but damn, bro. Everyone's tough this year. Everyone's tough. Cowboys beat the Rams 22-10 with their backup quarterback for like the 4th game in a row. My man's, he is undefeated. Dak lost the first game, and then the backup goes undefeated for the next 4 games. How does that work? I have questions. So many questions unanswered. Bengals, Ravens. They need to get Lamar some blocks. They need to get Lamar some help. I feel like that win was not easy enough. The Bengals were just shooting themselves in the foot, throwing the game basically, and the Ravens were not helping Lamar. Pay that man. I'll say it once a week. Pay that man. I mean, the defense was pretty solid. There were some fuck-ups here and there, but besides that, the defense was really solid. They're not that solid every week, but they were this week, so we'll see what the future holds. Oh, man. I feel like the Ravens just started to give up on Lamar because they thought he was leaving, and then he had to adjust to their new shit. I don't know if that makes sense. Make it make sense. Bengals lose to the Ravens 19-17. And the Raiders play the Chiefs tonight. I got a lot of Raiders fans in my life, so that should be fun. I'm gonna watch that game later live. That's gonna be a good one. I'm sorry this gameplay in the back isn't as crazy as the one I posted last week. This is more of a defensive game, and a little bit of me and this guy both playing horrible offense. But I digress. Oh, wow, look at that. Yo, I appreciate you guys. I'm just ranting at this point. If you love these videos I post on Monday, let me know. Leave a like, leave a comment, all that good shit. I don't want to sound like I don't care. I just got out of work and I really pull myself together to make these videos, and it's not like I'm putting a whole lot of, I'm not putting my 100% into it. I'm being honest with myself, but I'm putting them out, and that's a start. Consistency first, and then we'll work on getting better. I appreciate you guys so much. Join the grind.
Buccaneer touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, 26 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Zuerlein connects on the in their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective, because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Allen. He finds his target. It's Schultz. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because He really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Now Allen again. Forced out to his left. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Allen to throw it. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Allen off the play fake. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. Oh, what a move. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
On 1st down, Barkley. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, Joe Judge makes the decision. They're going for it. They'll run for it with Barkley. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Allen taking it himself. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. Here's Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And a great return as he gets this.